On October 20th, 1967, me and Roger were riding up the creek in Bluff Creek, and we looked to past the root ball to our left, and up stood this creature. Now, you all know the story from here, but this is the confession. So, when I chased this creature up the bowling alley just after the sandbar there, she kind of put her two hands on this log and started to bend over and shake her rear end there profusely. And I saw those Bigfoot cheeks clap. And I looked back, and Roger, he was doing some relaxed dance. And he said, "Now everybody in the club getting tipsy." I'm not sure what that meant. And, well, all I thought was, they really are real. They really do exist. So that's the confession, and Russell Accord can suck my...
Yeah, well, a lot of folks did call him Two Gun, but that wasn't because he was sporting two pistols. That was because he had a dick that was so big, it was longer than the barrel on that Walker Colt that he carried.
Well, would you look at that?
I don't remember that video ending that way.
Look, we're gonna go ahead and put it out here real early. This show is definitely not for children. Definitely not. Yeah, you really, like, if you're not 18, you don't even want to watch this. Go ask your parents if they love you. You'll be surprised at their answer. Oh my!
Well, the kids, I mean, the kids might want to watch it. I mean, you take what you can at a young age. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know we'll get there.
This ain't watching no.
Right, trying to get the illegal channel in with the fucking in between half channels. Oh, look, I think I saw a boob. Bigfoot or bust. Oh my god, I saw the TV on in the background. Family Guy's playing. They're gonna fucking copyright my shit, and I'll never get it out there anymore. Fuckers. Fuckity fucks it ever fucked in Fucktown. So yeah, I hit up my boy Wes because I wanted to do something easy to get back into the podcast realm again. It's been a month since my surgery, so I'm just barely feeling strong enough. I waited to take my Flexeril until like 7:00. That way I could at least be awake for this one tonight. Usually I take that thing and it was supposed to put me to fucking sleep. So I get a hold of our old pal Wes here, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, you want to do a Bigfoot Entertainment Monthly?" And technically this is the right week for it anyhow. So, here we are. He's like, "Yeah, Bigfoot or bust, dude. You're going to love it." All right. So we mope around here.
Really laid it on thick too. I was like, "No,
too.
Really, you're gonna like this one."
Fucking, I looked at the friggin' movie poster and went, "Aha, I get it." So, as some of you know, some of you don't know, my son moved in with us from Florida. He wants to have a go of it out here in California, and he decided he was gonna tough it out and sit and watch a movie with his old pops. And we sat around and put on Bigfoot or bust. Now, I don't know what Wes really thinks of the old Rev here, but he goes, "You're gonna recognize some people in this movie." And I'm thinking to myself, "Man, what the fuck is he talking about?" People that have been in other movies that we've seen, and literally the opening scene is giant tittied woman, redneck imbecile running through the woods with a fucking shotgun. Like scene one, act one, scene one, giant ass titties running through the woods. I did. She looked like Flo from fucking from the Progressive commercials.
Oh, I love Flo.
I know.
Flo.
Hey, she had them great big. She looked like she could eat an apple through a chain link fence at the corner.
Oh, I would eat apples off of Flo. Let me tell you.
But she has to be in costume. She has to be wearing the
absolutely has
stuff.
To be Flo.
Yeah, because it's not the lady that plays Flo. It is Flo. It is that character. Oh my god!
I need Flo in my life.
I need a little Flo in my life. We could make a song about that. So okay, as we know that there are only like 4 or 5, basic outlines for Bigfoot movies. And one of those outlines is you got an epic soundtrack, let's put it in a Bigfoot movie. So basically somebody sat down and took this album that this adult dancer made and put it.
She does more than dance. There wasn't a single regular actor in this movie.
No, every single woman had triple F's or better. except for the half German, half Japanese chick.
Yeah.
She had B cups. I don't know what her shtick was, but she carried around the sword.
Hey, they get views.
Oh, good God. So we're sitting here. I'm sitting here with my 19-year-old son. He's plenty of age. We're sitting here watching this movie, and I'm like, God, what did they do? Go down to the local fucking strip joint and just like, hey, we're making a movie. Who wants to be in a picture? And
the owner sent his B squad.
Right. He sent his daytimers out there. There was a couple of them that were cute, but they were definitely lunchtime dancers. Yeah. I mean, there were.
You wouldn't want the lights on at that place.
And then, that's I told my son, I said, why do you think it's so dark in strip clubs? That's why, there. The one girl had to have been like, she had a neck that said she was 108, but her face had been peeled back to make her look like she was 60.
Yeah.
In a cheetah print friggin' outfit. Yeah. And we're skipping over a bunch of this because I'm not spending a fucking hour talking about this movie. I'm really not.
It's barely Bigfoot,
right?
It's just dumb broads.
It's It's not Bigfoot. It is bust. It is all about busts. 150% about busts. I mean, it's good God in heaven help us. I mean, it just
still a better Bigfoot movie than that Indian one you made me watch with the weasel squatch.
You're talking about the fucking fishing naked.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. So I was like, wait. I was like, wait. So I messaged Wes, and I'm like, I don't really recognize anybody, but what did they do? Round up the friggin' hookers at the titty joint? And he's like, no, they're old porn actresses. I'm like, aha, that's it. This is where old whores go to die. Apparently, Bigfoot or bust. Literally, like they all had to know each other. I'm sure this was like a squad of people that ran around together like all the time. They work the same day shift at the titty bar. They're in the same grade pornos. They're all doing bukkake for the same director. I mean, it's just nasty. And just a couple of the one girl had so much plastic surgery on her face that it was easy to ignore how lumpy her butt was. I mean, it's just, what is it with these plastic surgeons that make these women's faces look like a baboon's ass in heat? I don't. I mean,
I don't like none of that. I can't do any of that. Like, as soon as I know a chick even gets those things that are fillers or whatever the fuck,
that fucking collagen implants, collagen.
Instantly grossed out. Yeah, like I'm not a judgy person, but when people do that, I'm like, nah.
It was literally
they all end up looking like that, fucking nasty.
It was literally so bad that the director actually inserted in the middle of the movie and said, this is entirely too much graphic sex. I don't want to continue with this, because the girl is about to take her chop off. I'm like, if they don't end up scissor grinding pretty soon, I'm gonna have to turn this shit off, man. I'm gonna be disappointed to not see 60-year-old women scissor grinding together. It is, and then all of a sudden now there's 3 new other really ugly actresses from the future. I don't even know where the fuck they came from. Like, literally, I watched this movie. I have no idea where they came from. It was just like 3 more hookers. All right, well, now we've got 9 sets of fucking 44 left or better.
Walking in the woods.
It's literally filmed out behind the director's house. I mean, you can see like his garden statues and shit. Oh, good God. And they're all running around in high heels and high clogs. And, I'm surprised nobody fell over and broke their boob open or something, man. Yeah. You know those things are going to burst when they land on them. Oh, good God. And like every 10 minutes, it was a boob fest somewhere.
Yeah.
They
just started hooking up with each other. It was basically a porno.
And they basically were doing like the interviews like they used to do on the island before they kicked somebody out. They were framed up just like this, but every single one of them had cleavage down to their navel and their top of their nipples were hanging out. But for some reason, they censored the chick's cooter when she got out of the car. But when she was dancing around in a bikini, the lips were hanging out of either side of it. I was like, oh my God, is that her pussy? Apparently it is. I couldn't contain it. Oh, good God in heaven. Yes, I am this crude sometimes, people, but when it comes to this movie, it's what they wanted. The movie was this crude.
Oh, that's all this movie was.
It just was gratuitous big titties on 50-year-old women. It's like your granddad's favorite fucking Bigfoot movie now, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you're a granddad, this will be your favorite fucking Bigfoot movie.
You get Bigfoot at the end at some point, but it's
just that weird one that's all over the gifs on Facebook, like he's drinking a milkshake and he's dancing.
Yeah.
They bought that costume and then they were like, how are we going to make this look different? Oh, I know. Let's take a Sharpie and color in black circles on it, on the face, on the hands, and on feet. No one will know it's that costume then.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of that costume, you saw that message I sent you about Meldrum being in that documentary where
they were
passed off that costume as this major photos that they got.
They were basically just sitting around in a circle hand jobbing each other. I mean, that was there was no like opposing view. They were all like, oh yeah, I believe, yeah, really.
Yeah. Not one person like said,
do you remember Isaac Tien? He used to hang out with us. The Asian kid that was doing the graphics in that show, he used to hang out with us when we did hangouts and stuff. He was going to Berkeley then, and then he went off to Washington State to do something to finish school. I mean, we knew that kid, but that kid's loony. I mean, seriously loony. The crap that he was claiming is just obviously opinion.
Yeah.
You didn't prove it to me. You just, of your opinion, this is what that is. Anyhow. I'm not picking on people. I don't care. Do your thing, Isaac. But see, he's another one that dumped because of politics. So, that's what I got. That's what I got for your politics. Speaking of politics, let's say hi to I was about to say, let's say hi to the dicks in our fucking chat room, but that's not what I meant. No,
you can call them dicks.
Well, words are replaced with fuck. The musical. Bella Allegria, hello there, young lady. And Shane
Bella's a dick.
And wife. So glad you guys are here to join us. I hope you're feeling better or get to feeling better. I'm 30-something days out of surgery, and today was finally a so painful day. It wasn't a miserable, painful day. So let's hope tomorrow it's a less of a painful day. There's that asshole Jeffrey Kelly. He comes into every one of these fucking shows. Just can't get rid of them. There's Aaron and Mary Duncan. Hello. I'm going to come see you guys. Yes.
Last name starts with a D. What else starts with D? Dick. They're dicks too.
Thrudy Lou. That's where you are right there. There she is. Thrudy Lou. She's coming with us. The other littles will be staying at home. My son and his partner will be watching them. Hello, Mr. Don Rife. Hello.
Rife.
Ken the Viking.
Ken the Viking. He's a dick for sure.
And Kevin K. What up, Kevin K? How you doing?
Probably a dick.
It's your friend Tommy from Boston. Hello, Tommy.
Tommy Boston. Definitely a dick.
Yeah. You like apples? Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
He's for sure a dick.
Lance Windsor from the Great White North. Hello there, Lance.
Come on, man. We've known Lance for a long time. We know.
And as always, this season brought to you by the Indian Creek Hatchery. You got a few extra bucks. Send them some cash because they create 90,000 fucking salmon go back into the river due to these people's fucking work. Man, I feel so weird without my fucking beard, man. It's like I'm looking at my father in the mirror, and that's scary because he's been dead a long fucking time. It's just kind of wicked. I don't know. Okay, well, they found what they were looking for finally. Yeah. Hello, Shane. Glad you're hanging out with us, man. I know it's been a long month, but we're getting there. Yeah, until November 4th, and then I get to go back under the knife again. So yay me.
Fun.
They're gonna cut that ass cancer out then. Woohoo! Careful what you wish on people.
Yeah.
I got golf balls up in there that gotta come out, man. That's fucking crazy. He showed me the pictures when I was up there last week. I was like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
So you need to warn somebody before you show them shit like that, man. That's traumatizing. That's inside me. I don't need to see that. What's wrong with you? He apologized. I was serious. I didn't need to fucking see that, man. That panicked me right the fuck out, like quick. I'm like, how big is that? That looks like the size of a fucking mouse. Do I have a mouse in my colon? I mean, what the fuck? And he's like, no, it's about the size of a shooter marble. I'm like, well, it sure as fuck looks like Pluto in there, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't show me that shit, man. Just cut it the fuck out, you jackass. Oh, so I go in there and they'll cut the ass cancer. Well, the pre-ass cancer out of me, or the pre-cancer ass. I don't know. It's something. They're gonna snatch all that shit out of me, and hopefully we'll be done with this mess for a while. I told him, he was like, oh, we can put it off till February if you want to. I'm like, you just showed me a Mack truck in my colon and you want me to put it off till friggin' next year? No, we'll get that shit out as soon as you can do it. It's fine. I want to be done with this shit so I can rehab next year and feel good about it. I'm down to like 216. You know, I'm shooting for like 185-ish. I just don't want to be obese anymore. I just want to take that shit off my fucking medical record. Overweight's fine. I'm down with being a little fat, but I just don't want that obese or that morbidly obese tag on my fucking health records anymore. I've worked hard not to have that. So I'm just going to keep losing until I get down there and then build up a bunch of muscle and I'll get big again. You know, I'll be back to 200 pounds, but it'll be muscle, not fat. That's the major difference of it. Anyhow, back to this fucking big tittied women in the fucking Bigfoot movie. I mean, and now all of a sudden it's big titty crew against big titty crew.
Yeah.
And this giant woman, and I think she's the one that wrote the soundtrack and was the ex-porn star, the big, tall.
Oh, they were all porn stars.
Well, at one point or another, yeah. But the big, tall, dark one, she was a fucking Amazon, man. She was giant.
Yeah.
Unless all those other girls were like 4'8", which is possible, you know, because I don't know how much weight a stripper pole actually holds.
I don't think they were dancing on stripper poles. They were dancing on different poles. 3
of them were trying to find Bigfoot to become trillionaires in the future.
Because of his shit? Or
yeah, they needed to find his shit. Yeah, so they could take it back to the future and become trillionaires. And the other group of whores were trying to kill Bigfoot. I don't even know why.
Because of something that happens in the future.
Rod Dupree. Hello there, Rod Dupree.
Or no, the future bitches were after the shit. The other ones, other ones were just looking for Bigfoot for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they were, because hi, I'm an influencer, and people have, I have sponsors that pay me just because they like me, and I have a bunch of followers. So it's like, what? Influencer of what? How old bitches go to die? I mean, seriously, the one old stripper literally came out of the car, and it was a straight up beaver shot, and they fucking censored it with a heart. I mean, it was just like they wanted it to be crude, but not quite that crude. Oh, good God! It was every interview had top nipple sticking out, but anytime they showed the whole nipple, it got blurred. It was just. Oh, good God. And what was it? They were in the cabin with no power, with flashlights strobing it on each other and lap dancing for each other for some strange fucking reason. My son and I, we just looked at each other and we're like, how much longer is in this movie? And we were 45 minutes in with another half an hour to go. I'm like, Jesus.
And most women would be like, right. Right, you didn't want to watch the porn stars. No, you didn't want to watch the porn stars. It's like watching two half full water balloons.
Right, I'm 50, and this is my parents' porn stars. So that tells you something. God bless them. They're movie stars. They're no longer just porn stars. That's right. You walked into a lap dancing. That's right. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, they were lap dancing with each other in lingerie in the middle of the woods in a cabin while looking for Bigfoot with no power. For some reason, they all had the same flashlight and they all had strobe lights on them.
Yeah. One of them wanted to bang Bigfoot. I forget.
Yeah, that was that big blonde with the fucking curls that went down her back that like twerk on everything. It's like, oh, well, you could tell she's done that on camera a time or two.
They've all been on camera.
Damn, he's attractive. I don't know what else to say about this shit show other than don't bother. I mean, if you're that hard up to see some titties, I mean, get on the internet, man. I mean, there's a lot of places you can get. You can Google search and just click image for a whole lot better than what that fucking movie has.
But if you want to torture your friend,
oh god, yeah. You want to be really, really like cringy, uneasy. Sit down with your parents and watch it.
Yeah. See, that's just a bonus. It's like I scored twice on that.
It's like, hey, Dad, I saw this really good Bigfoot movie the other day. You want to sit and watch it with me?
See, I didn't know you were gonna watch it with him, so I got two Kellys at the price of one.
Yeah, we were so happy it was over, but we did watch the credits because I wanted to see who the epic band was, and it never told you.
Oh,
it just told you music by the big.
You can tell it's that broad because her voice.
She was the star.
She wasn't really singing.
Yeah, she was the star of the movie.
Yeah, and she had like 7 different styles.
Huta, Mr. Dean Cooper.
Dean.
I like the fact that Tubi has picked up all the crappy Bigfoot movies, though.
Like all of them.
Yeah, like you won't be.
And they add new ones all the time.
Well, that's probably like fucking owned by Amazon Prime, and it's their schloff off. All the shit they don't want to put on Amazon Prime, they just stick on Tubi.
Amazon Prime hasn't been doing too great.
Well, they got Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power series right now. I mean, that's pretty fucking serious. They say it's better than than the last whatever.
Yeah, nah.
I still haven't watched She-Hulk. I don't know why.
I don't think you want to.
We are watching the House of the Dragon. That's the prequel of the Game of Thrones. 200 years before the Game of Thrones. Oh well, it was floppy wieners and promises of dragons. I mean that's wieners, floppy wieners. It's funny that you know that reference, but you didn't watch the show. But
that was the rumors when that show first started.
Look, if he doesn't get to eat soon, he's going to die. The pizzas are coming, I swear. What do you want on them? I got 2 big pizzas. You said they were already coming. There Jon Snow was standing at the top of the tower with his floppy wiener out. I mean, it was hysterical. Like the Red Robin wedding. Well, with that, now that I've coughed up a lung in everybody's ear, the cancer thing, if you're interested, was encapsulated in that spot. So hopefully I won't have anything pop up there again, but there was no promises that it won't pop up somewhere else in my kidney. Just there probably won't be a thing. They left me in a whole lot more pain than I should have been left in, but whatever. They cut it out. I'm happy they cut it out, but other than that, no, that whole experience was miserable. Fucking miserable. I would get into it, but it makes me depressed, so I won't do that. But the whole hospital stay, the whole recovery has just been a miserable battle uphill. It really has. But my primary doctor has helped me out with a couple of new prescriptions that have gotten me over the rainbow. So at least my back doesn't hurt while my kidney is inside going, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I mean, it's a pain that you can't even rub. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you want to rub it but you can't because it's behind your abdomen, your abdominal wall, and your fucking rib cage. Yeah. So you can't even put any pressure on it to even, rub it a little bit because it's fucking fortified with a fortress. Jackass. But, it is what it is. We're going to hope that that's the last of it. But if not, the robots work. I mean, literally, like 12 hours after I was still under the anesthesia, they were processing me out the door of the hospital 12 hours later. Yeah, I still had a catheter in, and the doctor was like, "Have you been up for a walk yet?" I'm like, "It's 6:32 in the morning, and I have a catheter in." No, I have not been for a walk, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was day 2. I'm like, no, it's not even day 1 yet. It's like day 13th hour, dick. Oh, it just got to the point that the older doctor that actually, did the robot work gets it, and he has a bedside manner. The young doctor who was the assistant who was at the table with me, cutting me open and that type of stuff, he's like in his 30s. He sees a case, a diagnosis, and a procedure. That's all he sees. Yeah. And that's the rhythm he gets through, man. This is just another fucking cutting the cancer out of another fat guy. I mean, that's just, that's what he's fucking doing. And he loses the person in the process. And in that causes those people to have pain. The DEA fucking watches the cancer hospital like a hawk. That's what I was told. Now, the DEA ain't watching the border where all this fucking fentanyl is coming across, but they're watching the cancer hospital so that you don't you dare just prescribe 4 extra pills. Don't you fucking do it, mister. I mean, it's fucking insane, the kind of shit they told me. Well, the DEA has done studies on, like, did the DEA cut me open? Or did you cut me open? I think you're the doctor here. What the freak? Anyhow, I can't take Tylenol. It ruins my liver further. And I can't take ibuprofen because that would make everything fucking bleed. So, yeah. Suck it up, buttercup. That's marijuana. Marijuana. That's right. Mm-hmm. Hey, want to have a good time? Smoke some weed. Mm-hmm. Smoke some weed. Got a little bit of cancer pain? Smoke some weed. Mm-hmm.
Smoke a whole lot of weed.
Yeah. I haven't even told you that I'm going blind from cataracts.
And when you're done, smoke some more.
Yeah, that's right. Now I got a reason to fucking smoke more weed because glaucoma and cataracts. I'm just fucking going to be a great fucking senior person, aren't I? Fuck almighty. Kidney fucking cancer, goddamn badass liver, cataracts, fucking glaucoma, and a shitty ass attitude to go with all of it. Fuck the world, man. What did I do to deserve this shit? It's the way I feel sometimes. But I'm still here for a reason. I'm here because I love all of you people, and we're all a bunch of basket cases. And we all share the energy that we need between us because that's how love happens. You don't have to be next to somebody. I can send it to you right now. There. That's all I can give you. Benny Hill. You're hailed. Hallelujah. But yet maybe we think we're serious. I don't know. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Not that there's not other gods. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. With that, let's not get into a theological discussion. I think a 30-minute show is tits McGee. I appreciate you guys to come out to see me tonight. I'll try to be on the air next Wednesday. I'm getting better at being up at night, so probably you'll be able to do that. I start I start to walk my 3 miles again tomorrow. So with that, everybody, thank you so much for being here. And until next time, may the Squatch be with you. There's my big me. I don't have a mini me. I have a giant me. And we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. That Rev called you dicks.
I didn't call him dicks. You did. Hello, Christy Sci-Fi Gal. Glad you caught up to us in the end. It's a short one. You can go back and catch it real quick. But we'll be back next week with some more Bigfoot talk. Thanks for being here, and may the Squatch be with you.
In your bubble.